Bihari boy.
I know a lot of people are not from the film industry. They're talking about.
Okay, we are live. Hey guys, welcome to another set of live streams. So guys, if you are wondering कि क्या हुआ उस गेम का जो zombie वाला गेम था मैं वर्क कर रहा था जिस पे, तो वो कंप्लीट हो गया है. डिस्क्रिप्शन में आपको लिंक मिल जाएंगी. यू कैन गो एंड प्ले द गेम. ऑलराइट, सो मैंने एक नए प्रोजेक्ट पे वर्क करना स्टार्ट करा है. राइट, so we're gonna start building that game, and step by step. So now you can see कि this is an empty project, and नाम अभी working title है Nightfall Redemption. It's a horror game I'm working on, and someone will call me that I'm repeating myself वापस से zombies को add करके, but they will be common enemies, different kind of zombies maybe. Alright, so let's begin.
Today we're going to start a brand new tutorial series in how to make an online first-person shooter in Unity using Photon Fusion. It's going to have graphics better than you ever seen before. No, let's be serious. It will look pretty bad, but we will cover the network basics and how to get a first-person shooter up and running.
Alright.
So I've set up Unity and I'm using Unity 2021.3 LTS.
I'm using
And I've
6.4.
also installed Fusion, and the only thing I've done so far is actually to provide an app ID for the Fusion, which you can download or get for free from their website.
Alright.
So if you're using my key, then you might get into trouble because other people might be using it, or I might be working on the sample. So please use your own key, but as a test you can use this from the sample. So what I've done except for that is to provide a simple scene with a few objects, something called ground that has a box collider and some cubes that we can jump around on, and I created this little dude which is gonna be our character, and it is only based on a sort of model that I created. Well, it's not really a model, I've used the primitives in Unity, so it's just a cylinder with some eyes on it, and no colliders are enabled. And I've also added a character controller, which we will be using, and a camera. So this is going to be our FPS camera that we are using when walking around with the character.
Okay.
So that's our basic setup. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to make a prefab out of this network player PF.
Right. Let's start. Let's just hope कि Unity 6.4 में मुझे वो इशू ना आए जो पहले आ रहा था with Unity 6.3 plain. Call it ground. Okay. Now size बढ़ा के 5,5,5. Okay. Folders. Materials. Let's call it general materials. Create material green. Now drag in here. Maybe a little darker. That looks better. Now let's create a character. Create empty. Game object. Player. Okay. Uh, 3D object capsule. Character controller. Add it to the script. ये रहा मेरा character controller. Right on the capsule. And इस capsule को मैं बाद में model से replace करूँगा. Okay. क्या values रखी है? Default values. Okay. Player. Put it here. Right.
So let's select our prefab folder and just drag and drop it here. I've also created a folder called scripts, and in it I have some empty folders. And we're gonna start with the network because that's the fun part, right? So we're gonna get our character to move and jump and well, be able to walk around in the world in an FPS style.
Right.
So let's get started with our core part, which is gonna be our network runner handler, because network runner is the heart of how Fusion works. So let's get started with getting that up and running. And let's open that in Visual Studio. So the first thing we can do is get rid of our update function because we won't be using that. And then we need to start using a few things. So we're going to use fusion.sockets.
Okay. मुझे लगा था ट्यूटोरियल में आगे बताएंगे सर जी कि कैसे डालना है द स्टफ, बट आई गेस खुद से डालना पड़ेगा. हाँ, यूनिटरी रजिस्ट्री FUSIO. Nothing like Fusion in Unity. Oh, damn it, I have to do it myself. Photon Fusion settings and multiplayer. Okay, accept. High performance, sharp shot, lag. Okay, verified Unity solution. PUN free. Do you have any tutorial कि मैं कैसे डालूं Photon Fusion? अच्छा, डाउनलोड Photon Fusion का उसने क्या दिया ये? Alright. You don't have access. What? अच्छा साइन इन करना पड़ेगा क्या? What? I'm pretty sure मैंने बनाया था. Hmm. The account cannot be confirmed. Please listen. Huh? Okay then. Create one account. I ain't a robot. Car. 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 I think that's a car, right? Bus. 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 School bus is a bus. Yes, verified. You are already registered. Huh. Password reset link. Okay. Yeah, yeah. What? What the fuck? Wait. Set new password. Okay. I'm here. Set new password. Uh, not now. Alright then. Products. Photon. Right. Okay, so I am logged in now. Okay. Downloads. Tar archive. Wait, this is nothing with Unity. Ah, what if I drag and drop here? Nothing? Ah, God. It won't open, right? Hmm. Okay, so यहाँ है open with other location. Pan Unity. Hub editor. Will that do? Did that do something? Hmm. Method 1 open Unity project in editor. Navigate import package. अच्छा. Downloads में ही है ये. But it's just images and stuff. Asset, import package, custom package. Downloads. Okay. I cannot like compiling script. अच्छा. कर ले. I need some bottle of water. Mm. हाँ क्या कहते हैं? Okay, we have this photon fusion hub, which is blacked out right now. I don't know why. Okay. A Fusion app ID version 2 is required for networking to acquire dashboard. No, 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 no. Open it here. Did I not do that? Fusion. Fusion 2 recommended. Application name. Nightfall Redemption. You are a gaming company creating a multiplayer game targeting any device your customer. Okay. Create. Right. What is 20 CCU for development? अच्छा अच्छा base fees $1,000 monthly 6.0 TB traffic included. मेरा प्लान है 20 CCU का, 60 GB ट्रैफिक पर मंथ, 20 CCU, ओके, 100 CCU फॉर गेम्स ओनली, वन टाइम फीस $95। 8,836 रुपये, सॉरी 94 लिख दिया क्या मैंने, 95, 8,931 रुपये। क्या कर रहे हो मोदी जी? Pay once, use it for 12 months. Adds to any monthly plan for games only. 550 CCU. Suitable for 2 लाख monthly user. Okay, 2000 CCU monthly $5,000. Sorry, monthly $500. Yearly 5,000. 4 लाख रुपए मेरे को देने पड़ेंगे अगर मेरा गेम बहुत सक्सेसफुल हो जाए तो इन लोगों को। Alright, back to dashboard. Alright, what's next? अच्छा, tutorial fusion 100 tutorials documentation. Okay. Hmm. What does CCU mean? Can I refresh or something? अच्छा, ये तो रहा फ्यूजन हब. All right.
With some eyes on it. Did a folder called script because that's the fun part, right?
Right.
So we're gonna get our character to move and jump and well, be able to walk around in the world in an FPS style. So let's get started.
Do you know what? I'm gonna create some eyes as well. No, maybe something like box, cube. Something like a visor. Okay. Right. Arial black. Okay. Okay. Apply these overrides now.
With our core part, which is going to be our network runner handler, because network runner is the heart of how Fusion works. So let's get started with getting that up and running. And let's open.
So network runner handler बना रहा है ये, so I'm gonna follow this right here. I don't know if this is like a script for a common script maybe, या फिर ये player की रहेंगी. For now मैं अभी इसको यहाँ सेट कर देता हूँ. Network runner handler.
Open that in Visual Studio. So the first thing we can do is get rid of our update function, because we won't be using that. And then we need to start using a few things. So we're going to use Fusion, Fusion.sockets, Unity Engine Scene Management, System Threading Tasks, System, and System.link. Awesome. So then what we want to do with this network runner handler is actually to start our network runner. So let's include a public network runner, and we'll call it network runner prefab. So this is
Okay. Network runner prefab.
going to be referenced from the Unity inspector. And then once we have actually started it, we want to have a reference to it. So let's just do network runner. So in our
What the fuck?
start method, the first thing we want to do is instantiate a copy of our network runner prefab and put it, store it as network runner. And after that, let's just rename it so we have a friendlier name of it. Okay, so now that we have instantiated it, we also want the networks to start running right away.
Okay, so what you're doing here is network runner is, yes, this is what I wanted to do. Then network runner dot name equals network runner. Yep, that's what he did.
So what we do is we're going to do the regular startup for Photon, which is from a virtual task. So we're going to do a virtual task called initialize network runner, and it's going to take a few arguments. We're going to feed it with our network runner. We're going to feed it with a game mode, what type of address we want to use, the scene reference, and some event here, action network runner initialized. So what we want to do now is that when we are actually starting up, we want to check if we have something called a scene object provider. So the scene object provider is a way of handling networks objects or objects that are already included in the scene that needs to be managed by the networks, and that should be moving around, etc. So we're gonna make sure that, okay, do we have this component? In our case, we actually don't. So it's gonna be null, so we can check that for null, and if it is null, we want to start it up, or we want to add it as a component. So
Yo,
in that
hold
case, we
up.
say that
अगर वो null है तो provide करना है ऐसा. Alright. Protected virtual tasks. Network game mode string session name. Then net address not player ref. Scene. Then उसके बाद action network runner. Network runner, yes, initialized. Okay. कोई सी डायरेक्टरी नहीं है इसमें. सॉकेट्स. अच्छा ठीक है. नेट्स नॉट रिटर्न. फिर क्या है? वार सीन ऑब्जेक्ट प्रोवाइडर. रनर गेट कंपोनेंट टाइप ऑफ नो. एआई का सजेस्टेड नहीं करना है. गेट कंपोनेंट्स टाइप ऑफ आई सीन ऑब्जेक्ट प्रोवाइडर नहीं. आई नेटवर्क आई नेटवर्क सीन प्रोवाइडर. No such thing as that. I network scene manager. I network scene object provider. I network ठीक है. ओके. It's happening again. ठीक है.
Okay, runner game object, let's add our network scene manager default.
Network scene manager default.
And then we can handle physical objects.
I'm missing something here, aren't I? No. Nope. You know what? I'm just gonna add it real quick. जो जो उसने बोला था डालने को.
Start using a few things.
Right. Using system हो गया, fusion socket. सीन मैनेजमेंट, ठीक है. थ्रेडिंग टास्क भी हो गया. सिस्टम डॉट लिंक भी डालना था, ठीक है. यूजिंग सिस्टम डॉट कलेक्शन, यूजिंग जेनेरिक, ठीक है. Using Unity engine, using fusion dot socket, then scene management, then threading dot task, then using systems, using link.
As network runner. Arguments, we're gonna want to use sure that, okay, so in that case, moving around in the scene and work over the network. Okay. So now that we're done with that, next part is that we want to actually say that, okay, our runner, we're gonna provide input. So we're gonna be feeding it with input, and then we want to start up our game in network mode.
Network scene object provider. Bro, they don't have this kind of stuff here, do they?
So let's do a runner, start game, and then we'll feed it with our arguments that we have up here, like the game mode, address, and scene, and we'll call it test room, and it's gonna be in the initialized state here.
Right then. Return new args. Scene provider is equals to scene provider. Address equals address, scene equals scene. Session name equals test room. What the fuck is this capital I initialized? provider. Why are you suggesting अगर इसका okay. Did I miss something? I think I'm missing something. Runner, game mode, net address, action, network runner, initialized, फिर var,
So we feed that in, and then our scene object provider is going to be fed in there as well. So perfect. Now we can.
start game arguments, session name. Did they change it or something?
Can actually call that as we have completed it, and let's do our client task, and we initialize it, and we're gonna run in auto host or client initialize, and let's do our client task.
Initialize network runner, game mode, auto host or client, net address any, scene manager, ठीक है, build index null, cannot convert int to fusion f.
And we initialize it, and we're gonna run in auto host or client. So auto host or client means that the first person that is starting up the game is gonna be the host, and all the other ones that are connecting are going to be the client. So it's a super easy mode to get the authoritative input, etc. working, and yeah, you can easily move this into a pure server or client mode later on if you want. But we're gonna use this as a start. And then just so that we know what's going on, let's add a debug and say that okay, server network runner has been started, so that we are aware of what's going on. Okay, so
How old is this video again? 2022 की. This is like an old video or something, क्योंकि इसमें बहुत सी चीज़ें हैं. That does nothing. अच्छा, version issue. So this is a version issue. Scene object provider. So do I not need this then? क्योंकि अगर start game argument does not contain definition for scene object provider. I am using a newer version then. इसको भी फिर कमेंट करना पड़ेगा. तो ये भी कमेंट हो जाएगा बिकॉज तो है ही नहीं ना उसमें. करूँगा क्या मैं. No such thing as scene management. Is it a typo? No, it does not exist.
That's all we need. Let's save this and get back into Unity.
Hold up. You have get active scene build index and stuff here. Wait, let me just check out कि यहाँ पे refresh करना पड़ता है क्या? Oh, it's automatically compiling scripts. Line number 5. Right. Right, what was I doing? Yes, ChatGPT. New. Scene ref dot from index scene manager dot get active scene. Yes, we should also expect scene manager to be attached to. Yeah, okay. So I'm using a newer version, तो जो मेरा ट्यूटोरियल में फॉलो कर रहा हूँ उसमें सब है नहीं.
And then we can create a empty game object. Let's call it network runner handler. And let's just reset the position. Reset so it's at 0, 0, 0, because I like it.
नेटवर्क रनर हैंडलर का एक गेम ऑब्जेक्ट बनाना है. Yo, I fixed the issue. Probably. Scriptable singleton already exists. Unity editor. Open. What the fuck is this? ये कहाँ है? Network runner handler. Network runner handler. Wait. Reset. Attach script here.
When it's on 0, 0, it doesn't have to be, but let's have that. And then we'll include our network runner handler. And we need our network runner prefab in this case, which we haven't created yet. So let's fix that by creating a new empty game object, and we will call it network runner PF because it's a prefab, and we can reset the position as well. There we go. And then under prefabs, we just drag and drop it here, so we get a prefab, and we can delete that one. Now in our network runner handler, let's drag and drop our network runner prefab into this slot. But as we see, it's not accepting it.
Of course.
And the reason is because we haven't added anything here. So in our network runner prefab, let's open that, and let's add our network runner. So now we
Right, okay. Okay. Create empty network runner. Then attach the script network runner. Yes. Networking. inside. Create folder. Networking prefab. There we go. Now delete this.
We get this nice red saying that okay, this is a Fusion script actually, and let's just save our prefab and try it again. So now that we have sorted that, let's drag and drop our network runner prefab into the slot, and we can save and take the game for a spin. So now that the game is starting up, we can see that okay, we have our character. Some things have been added to do not destroy and load, and that's done automatically by Fusion. And if we look at our console, we can see that okay, we are getting our server network runner started, which is great. And then we have some errors saying 2 audio listeners is in the scene, which is fine because our character has an odd listener and our main camera has that, so we fix that later. But we have some errors. So Fusion is throwing some type of error, and it's saying that okay, the type controller prototype has not been weaved. And this is something that I've noticed in...
Wait, what? Adding player 1. Is that something network started? I feel like I should, find something that is more recent in this. I probably need to rethink कि मुझे fusion use करना है क्या, because the cost would be so high. अगर ज़्यादा प्लेयर होंगे तो. Okay, disconnected application, quit, left room, ये सब आ रहा है. Then started, वो वाले logs नहीं आ रहे. I probably should look for a better tutorial, right? This is 2 years ago. Active multiplayer, Photon Fusion, Hindi वाले, beginners guide, shared mode. It's not
Hello
Hindi.
everyone, welcome back on our channel, guys. I am Ramkesh Singh, Unity game developer, YouTuber, and blogger. So we have done so many tutorials.
This is
on-
also 2 years ago. नहीं, तो February 2026 का है मेरे पास. Can I filter by upload date this week? No, मुझे फिजिक्स की वीडियोस नहीं चाहिए. The best I can get is 2 years ago. Okay. सी मुझे इशू ये आएगा कि जो मैं ये वीडियो देख रहा हूँ
So now
वो भी 3 साल पुरानी है ये. एंड बहुत सी चीज़ें चेंज हो गई है इसमें. Can I ask ChatGPT to give me something? Let's see. Learn multiplayer FPS core foundation. Start with this, very important. Alternatives, simpler but older. Photon Pun 2. ओके, दिस इज ओल्डर, पर मेरे को जो वीडियो मिल रही है वो भी बहुत पुरानी है. Hmm. What should I do? Continue with this? Scriptable singleton already exist. कहाँ है ये स्क्रिप्ट? Don't save. What the fuck? Oh no! What have I done? Network runner handlers script. Networking script वहाँ पर भी है. Scripts. Okay, delete this. Close it. Start game arguments. Right. Put it here. I click on here, maybe they will take me to wherever it is. Home broken build. Do I have to navigate there? Home. Data. Maybe home means here. Photon. Project manager UI. Service container. Home. You find anything like this? Goddamn. यहाँ होनी चाहिए ना, अगर मेरी प्रोजेक्ट फाइल सारी यूनिटी प्रोजेक्ट्स में है. How do I get rid of this? I'm getting a warning. Support logger, debug, real time logger off है, network runner it exists. Okay. हाँ, adding player 1. ओके, ये दो इश्यूज तो आ रहे हैं और player 1 को ऐड किया उसने.
Now that the game is starting up, we can see that, okay, we have our character. Some things have been added to do not destroy and load, and that's done automatically by Fusion. And if we look at our console, we can see that, okay, we are getting our server network runner started, which is great. And then we have some errors saying 2 audio listeners is in the scene, which is fine because our character has an audio listener and our main camera has that. So we'll fix that later. But we have some errors. So Fusion is throwing some type of error, and it's saying that, okay, the type controller prototype has not been viewed. And this is something that I've noticed in Photon Fusion, that this is a weird error, and it says that, okay, have you added it, the C# assembly been added to the network config? And that's not the reason for this error. So the reason is that we haven't added package that is required, and that is actually this one, com.unity NuGet mono Cecil package. So if we exit our play mode and we go into Windows, and then we go to package manager, and it's actually started out in my other screen. So here we go, fetching packages, and let's do what they suggest in the documentation. So we're going to add a package from the git URL, and then we're going to provide the URL that the documentation says, com.unity.
This video for Photon 1.0, if you are using 1.1 SDK, then watch this video instead. Okay. Oh, god damn it. You know, guys, I'll figure it out what's happening here, क्योंकि ये फोटोन का जो चल रहा है, जो वीडियो में चल रहा है, वो बहुत पुराना है, एंड नया वाला वर्जन में बहुत से चेंजेस है. I had to go through the stuff, and yeah, I don't want to do this right now. 50 मिनट की वीडियो है, probably off stream करूँगा. If it's done, I'll show you guys. So I'll see you in the next video.